All right, everybody, welcome to the playoffs. It's go time. It's Thursday, December 15th. Listen, 10 days till Christmas, guys. Get your Christmas shopping done. But it is the fantasy football playoffs. I'm excited to get the show started. Listen, we got a quick one for you today. It was a fun week. Let's get this going, guys. Welcome to the Fantasy Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jesse. Listen, it's going to be a quick episode today, guys. Nothing much. We'll get into it. Hopefully, I get somebody else on me next week. We can do a little more banter, but quick show for you today. Let's get this rolling. All right, first we're going to take a look at last week's matchups. Just a quick overview. Some interesting games. We had everybody pretty much in the playoff picture besides one team. You know who you were. Nathan. Anyways, guys, so we had a lot of guys that still had a shot at the playoffs. Everyone was in it. I believe the only ones that were kind of set was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everything else was up for grabs. It was a good time. I believe everybody had fun with it. So let's take a look at last week's quick overview. We had my team versus Funbags. Funbags pulls that out, gives himself a shot at the playoffs. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Really feel bad for Funbags because I believe he is 4th in the league in scoring and does not make the playoffs. A lot of bad luck for you this year. Hopefully next year you get a little bit of better luck, and we're moving forward. We had Asian going against Babu. Babu pulls out a victory. Definitely needed that W. It was a must-win for Babu to lock up a playoff position. He gets in. Asian, who have changed his name now to Got Rice, has had a slip-up, and Boobies gets into the playoffs. Blind Squirrel versus Nathan. Nathan, way to save your best game until you're out of the playoff picture, buddy. But listen, you finally figured it out. You got there in the last week. Congratulations. I'm glad you finally figured out how to play fantasy football properly. You got there. Hopefully next year you get a little bit better luck, and it works a little faster for you, and you kind of figured that stuff out. So good victory last week, even though you were already out of the playoff picture. Then we had Joe Mama versus Pokai Prodigies. Foggy was already in the playoffs. Joe Mama already locked up the 1 spots. Nice game from Foggy. Put up some decent points, 156 over 132. Really a good showing. Reddy had locked up the 4th position in the playoffs, but building up some momentum going forward. The most interesting matchup was Big Time Sean versus Rooks. Rooks in a must-win position. Win, and he's in. Big Sean needed some help from a few other teams to lose, to sneak his way into the playoffs. Didn't get the help he needed. He's on the outside of the playoffs looking in, but he did get to play spoiler. He defeats Rooks 129 to where Rooks, in a must-win game, puts up a whopping 59 points, baby. Way to set the toilet bowl standard, my friend. Way to go out with the year with a bang. My goodness, you really set the tone for that one. Way to get that trophy, buddy. Way to get that toilet bowl award. And, man, you went out in style, my friends. Look at that. Does not break 60 points. Wow. Great job, Brooks. You made that last week interesting, buddy. So just want to reach out, guys, the ones who did not make the playoffs, guys. Thanks for participating in the league this year. It was a lot of fun. I think it was a good time. I did like the setup we had. This is our first time, I think, for all of us using the Sleeper app. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun way to play fantasy football. It was user-friendly. The messages were great. Putting this show together was fun, too. I'm glad. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really enjoyable for me to make this. I know originally Lee and I had tried to do this together. It just hasn't seemed to work out that way. But we'll try to get better at this, and hopefully Lee can join the show more often. And just wanted to say thank you guys for all the support. I know my son has joined the show a few times. My father's been on the show. We really like to thank you. Asian was a guest appearance on the show this year. Really would like to try to get him more involved next year. But thank you guys. Just wanted to say thank you. We do have our NHL show. We'll continue forward with that. Me and my father will probably lay the foundation for that. I'd like to get you guys interested. If you guys want to join the show, please let me know, and we'll get you on there. But anyways, let's take a look at the first round of the playoffs. Me and Joe Mama have secured the round one bye. So the matchups for the week 1 playoff series goes as Blind Squirrel playing Foggy. Right now, Foggy is a 7.5 point favorite, little over 7-point favorite over Blind Squirrel. But looking at the matchups, looks like Pokai Prodigies is going to be depending on the Minnesota Vikings to be scoring. He's got a lot of hookups with Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, and TJ Hawkinson going in that game. Blind Squirrel is going to rely a lot on his running back, especially the Yeti. Hopefully it's snowing in Vermont, buddy. But he's also got Kenneth Walker going there against San Francisco's defense. Listen, I'm biased. I'm a Niners fan. I think they shut him down. But it depends on what he's got on the bench, and there's not a whole lot there. So hopefully maybe he finds the end zone, gets Blind Squirrel some points. Second matchup is going to be Got Rice, which is Asian versus Boobies. It's a last week matchup. It's a rematch. Right now, it's 24-point favorite for Asian. Hopefully, Boobies can pull up an upset. Maybe he's looking at making some late moves. I don't know. The Toilet Bowl matchups are Natan versus Funbags and Big Sean versus Rooks. You know, Big Sean just killed Rooks' dreams last week, but, I mean, it's not that hard when he scored 59 points there, Rooks. So, those are the matchups going forward for the week. Some news and notes going forward. Looks like Kenneth Walker, who we just talked about, going for Blind Squirrel. He has a foot injury. He should play. Looks like Debo Samuel. Listen, Babu, I know you got him going. He looks like he's going to be out for about 3 weeks. He's probably not going to help you in the playoffs. He probably won't be back until the NFL playoffs. So looking to move those guys off. Here's a little interesting note from the Raiders. Raiders they designate Renfro and Waller to return from IR. So I'm curious to see what's going on with that. Do they get in some time, or do they affect the game at all? So we'll wait and see. Saquon Barkley gets a full practice on Wednesday. No reports for Thursday yet. Hopefully he's doing all right. I know Asian's got him going. Hopefully maybe he can make things interesting for him. It's official, guys. I think we were all looking forward to this. McVay doesn't envision Kupp playing again in 2022. Why would he? Stafford looks like they'll probably shut him down. Why even put Kupp in there? Why even risk anything further with him? So, just a couple of those news. Feel bad for the Kyler Murray guys out there. He had a season-ending torn ACL. That was hard to watch. Aaron Jones coming back. I think big time, Sean. You got him. He's back to practice. Yeah, he had that shin injury. Curious to see with the running back situation for New England. Damian Harris coming back, or do you go with the 2 rookies? I think Damian Harris plays, and I think Pierre Strong kind of takes on that pass-catching role. Hurts me because I have Ramondre Stevenson. Hopefully he gets back before long. Help me out. This is going to be an interesting playoff picture. All right, guys, I just want to thank you guys again for listening to the show, supporting it all year. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. I've posted all the dues and everything on the message board in the league chat. If you have any questions, please hit me up there. I'll answer those as best I possibly can. Listen, this was the first year of this. I hope everybody returns next year. Maybe we expand the league. I know I've got some other people that were interested in joining, so hopefully we'll see what happens for next season, but I'd really like to have everybody back again, keep this going. I had fun on this app. I think it was great. So, again, thank you guys, everybody. I'll be back with another show next week. Hopefully I can get somebody on with me, maybe Lee. I'll definitely try to get Jason in to make his picks for the playoff picture. Unfortunately, couldn't get that done today. Busy week. He's in school right now. I wanted to get the show out before the playoff week started. So, guys, please hit me up if you have any questions or if you'd like to be on the show. Listen, please tune into our hockey podcast. Me and my father will probably do that about 3 days a week, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. We'll put that up on the board for those who are on our hockey fantasy league. We'll put those up. We're going to have a different type of breakdown, maybe a little more banter, breakdown it a little more fantasy-wise rather than just matchup-wise. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Please tune in. Please give it a listen. Anybody who wants to come on the show, like I said, please let me know. And thank you guys again. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Good luck to all in the playoffs, and good luck to everybody else who have made the playoffs in other leagues. All right, guys, take care. Merry Christmas. Hopefully you guys have a great new year. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.